and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, my mic is working. Great. Welcome back to Challenger Tier. Together with Bats again this time round. Half the grid present, just about. And, yeah. It's Miami.
Be a spicy one.
Yeah.
Do we have any form of what the weather's going to be like? Do we have any
Oh,
indications?
no, and you don't get that as a spectator.
That's a bit annoying. That'd be good if we could. At least, like it says, what the current weather is and not, so we can be spectating and feed information. But, yeah, so we've got Nitro, I believe, as the first one coming out on track. Followed by Menopf.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, everybody's just trying to get out of this ASAP. It does look a little grayish here, right? There is a tool that allows you to show wetness and forecast, I believe. Actually, I can try to look. Live timings. Oh, yeah. Actually, in the tool, I can see 14% rain, and it's like 28 degrees out and 37 degrees track temperature.
Yeah, that's cool. We still need to get me into the tool.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was not aware that Access was not properly working right now.
To be fair, I think it was all sorted and set up just before I left for my holiday, so then...
Yeah, I think so too. It was like pretty easy when Seagull was actually like around and
it's relatively easy, it's just a case of getting it done. Yeah, so I got Nitro coming up on the back straight, about to set the first lap of the session. Optimistic, I'd say, maybe not optimistic, maybe more realistic, of the Racing Bulls being 1-2 at the end of this.
I mean, they had a decent fight with the McLarens last time around. Unfortunately, Catalina is not there today. Who could have given them a real run for their money, especially on the home track. At least the other American with DJ is here for McLaren to spice it up a little. I do think, I'm not sure if Nitro or Ocean said it, but we might see them subbing in for Elite as well. Because there is a couple of more drivers signed up there right now. But it's still, I think, like only 16, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 16 or maybe 17 at the current moment. Let me double check for you. So we got 16 check-ins, and then 4 declined, which doesn't make the full grid. But we lost some people, didn't we? Due to other commitments they had.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got...
Like being at the F1 track, for example. Seagull
and
is at
Brendan
Silverstone.
Seagull and Brendan are both at Silverstone right now.
Yeah.
So you got 4 seats, that some of these drivers, if they're up for the challenge, they can jump in and give it a go. Ocean has hit the wall at the chicane section of, I believe, turn 14.
Oh wow, okay.
So them being a 1-2 is out of the question. So I think the favorite might be Nitro today. I'd like to see maybe Fabian or maybe even DJ up the front as well. That'd be a nice start. So we've got a 2-second gap from, well, maybe more, 1.5 between 2 and 3. So pace is relatively different.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the first laps. Who would I expect to do a little better? I do honestly expect a little bit more by Daddy at least. I think Psycho was up there in like the P5 to 6 area, like behind the 4 McLarens and Racing Bulls last weekend, so
Yeah.
I do expect a little bit of an improvement from him as well. Fabian could shine here. There's still some of the Ascension drivers here, the Alpines namely, who are probably gonna be fighting around that last point position. Or rather, fighting to not get last. But yeah, I'm not sure what Tianche can cook these days.
Going P3. The thing with this track is it is one of the new LiDAR scan tracks for this game as well. Makes certain areas of it a little bit more drivable and a little bit better, but I'd also say this track in general is usually hated, might be a bit of a stretch, but strongly disliked by quite a lot of
To be
the people
fair,
in the league.
from what I've read in the Discord, most people were saying, well, they hated the track before, but they liked driving it a lot more on this game. So,
It is definitely a drastic improvement from the previous two. 23 was horrible, it was genuinely like you were driving a shopping cart. This game, not so much, and we've got DJ, I believe, starting his second flying lap now.
Yeah, Jimsky saying in the chat as well, it's much better this time around. Yeah, Herbie is, I think, on his first lap still.
A lot of battery usage for being...
Okay, yeah, that was somehow valid. Yeah, 2 seconds down though is, I mean, I guess it's to be expected. I would have expected him to be around the, like, 130s as well.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he has already driven a lap. That's why he's so low on battery.
I have just double checked as well. Corner cutting is on strict, so yeah, don't understand why that one was valid.
I mean, he lost a lot of time, so he was probably not super quick through there anyways.
So we got DJ on the back straight now. Let's see how much of an improvement he can make. I missed the sector times as he was going through his lap.
I think he was like 1.5 tenths up. Might be an improvement for provisional pole here. Not the greatest apex hit there, but
no, not the greatest. And I believe a boring.
Yeah, rain forecast is continuously going down as well. It's only at 11% at this point. That's kind of cool. I need to have like the tool open on second screen more often.
We've got Psycho. Oh no, Psycho's coming in.
I can also talk
on a lap.
about Herbie's tire life because he's the only one with shared information. But yeah, his outlap, qualifying lap, and in-lap cost him 12% of his soft tire.
Yeah, this track is very hard on the tires. I believe you could probably get away with a one-stop in Challenger, but in Elite, you're most likely going to see us going for 2 stops. Depending on what tires we use in...
Also interesting thing is it does track the speed trap. And Nitro's by far having the greatest top speed. With 300
coming up to the line now, where's it going to put him? P9.
Yep.
So he's not had a great lap there. I did notice at the chicane section he kind of went a little bit deep, so maybe lost him a second or two there.
Oh, Fabian has rejoined. Yes. Oh damn! I can even see that here as well.
I have left the lobby open. It's not like
honestly, I feel like we had it like once where some random guy joined, but like it's not usually happening.
I wish there was a way for you to be able to kick people in game. I know you can do it in the lobby, but you can't do it in game. for example, situations like Ninja Extremo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so who have we got on a lap? Is Tiencha on a lap? She is indeed.
Nitro is also just gonna end his lap. Might be an improvement for his pole time here even.
So,
Yep, half a second quicker. That is quite the jump.
so Tiencha is 9/10 faster at the end of Sector 1 there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, she has a lot of ground to make up still.
Yeah, still quite a lot. Might still just be P6. We'll see how the exit and the chicane section and the exit of the final hairpin goes as well.
Yeah.
So nice line through the
That's
chicane there.
invalidated though.
Ah,
That's across a little bit too much. Daddy is also on an invalid lap right now. Menep has improved by 1.2 seconds just now. That is E3
I have
for him
noticed
now.
that my track map isn't on, which is why I didn't realize the
Ah,
invalidation.
okay,
So
yeah.
that's why I was like, oh, that was a nice
You're
line.
saying like, oh yeah, nice line through the chicane. She completely cuts across it.
Yeah.
Herbie is off track there as well. That is invalid. Okay, people are getting there with the top speeds. The Nitro is the fastest in the speed trap with 345 kph. Most of the others are like at 335 to 338. So he's like almost 10 kilometers quicker on straight lines compared to everybody else.
I would imagine running relatively low wings.
Yeah, must be, honestly. It can't be any other way.
So
Maybe he
DJ
had a
has gone
slipstream.
fastest sector 2. I don't know if that's a personal best or session best. This game
Who?
has a tendency to bug that. DJ
Oh, DJ, yeah.
is currently fastest in sector 2, but has no battery left, so I don't know if you'll get
No,
it.
it's fine, honestly. I think he's making it to the line. He was 0.5 up after sector 2, so it is in the range of best overall.
And
well, he didn't hit it.
Improvement by 4/10, but still not enough. Still 2/10 behind. We got Fabian on his lap too.
Oh, okay. Asuna must have spun in the pit lane or something, or waited there maybe.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Asuna there. This game is rather unforgiving when it does, you know, things like disqualifications.
Rebostic was also half a second up. Yannaman once more being washed in quali, as he's already beaten by half a second by Nitro. But then again, this might be one of these issues where it's like time trial is slower than quali mode.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 0.8 improvement.
Oh no, so Fabian's hit the wall at the chicane and lost a lot of time. He's hit the wall, he's had a snap of oversteer on the right hand. He is on the back straight. Let's see where this can put him. Hopefully it didn't cost him too much.
I mean,
still,
he's probably gonna get one more chance if he goes in immediately. Actually, he will probably get another chance if he finishes the lap as well. It doesn't look like front wing damage, so...
so P6, so 128.9. So he could definitely be in the 27s if he gets a solid lap together. So yeah, we got Nitro coming out for a third run, which honestly I don't know if it's worth it.
You are not gonna drive the soft tire either way, probably, so...
well, yeah, to be fair, but...
And I think they even have enough...
of a safety car.
But they do have enough tires anyways, no? Do they not have like another additional soft set fresh? For race only? I feel like it's like you get one... three softs
depends on their allocation, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, but I think you can choose like 3 softs, 1 medium for quali, and then you get an extra soft, medium, hard for the race.
It's just unfortunate Fabian has just nailed the chicane. got like a really good line through it, and obviously this is a cooldown lap.
Yep. Running out of fuel, so he's gonna get back into the pits to get one more lap in.
Yeah, he's still got enough time. I'd
Yeah.
say maybe 2.5 minutes is.
Yeah, probably. Like, I guess you
cut-off.
take a minute or so in the pits. But
Take
Daddy
about 30, 40
might be
seconds,
close, actually. Oh, but Daddy's just staying out and driving again, I guess.
So Tiencha's on an out lap. I'm not too sure if this is on purpose, but was using batteries on the out lap.
Yeah, I mean, in Challenger, people tend to fumble a little bit with the ERS management. I've heard, like, the actual strat is to put ERS on medium and not on hot lap, and use it accordingly where it's needed instead, like with overtake. And I think, like, barely anybody is doing that. Maybe Nitro is, because I think he found out when Seagull talked about it as well.
Yeah. So Tiencha is a second up. So it's going to be a 29-1 in our P7 so far. We can get another half a second maybe. We ahead of Fabian. So Fabian might not manage to make another run.
He needs to come out right meow.
Like, it'll be really close if he came out now, but I don't think he's got the time to get round.
I mean, you can cut a lot of track.
So, he is coming out now. It's going to be very close though. Just because of the added time of coming out of the pits.
Daddy is not making improvements.
Tiencha looks to be getting a solid lap together here. What are we going to get? So 5/10. So lost about half a second somewhere after Sector 1.
Nitro is out right now for last hot lap, I think, as well.
Fabian saying rescanning the track made the chicane even tighter.
To be fair, I feel like this chicane just does not fit in a F1 track. It's like so forced and unnatural.
Game, though.
Yeah, I mean, it might be.
I've heard people say it's less tight. I've heard people say it's, you know, harder or whatever. But I think the elevation on this game and like kind of like the line you can take through it is way more forgiving than previous games.
I mean, fair.
That's my personal personal take on it, though. So of course, could totally be talking out my ass. But yeah, so we've got everyone coming round, and we've got
Nitro's going in.
For me, I can't see the timer, so I don't know how much.
Actually, it's I can see it in the tool. It's 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5.
He's just
4,
made it.
3. Yeah.
He's just gotten across. That is impressive.
Yeah, and he's the last one to do so.
Nice
so let's look at someone else first here. DJ should be... No, he's on 100% DRS. Whatever he planned, he is not doing it. Jabostic is pretty much even. Slight improvement in Sector 1. So there's still everything in it for him here.
So Fabian's gone 5/10
and that's
quicker
the
in
invalidation. Manup is half a second down, so it's only Fabian.
Yep, Fabian's the last one to set a lap here. Let's hope you can take the chicane perfect. A bit twitchy on the entry.
That's a little bit deep.
Ooh, big lock up. Could have cost him a lot of time there. See on the.
That's still
so
0.5.
Half a tenth up. Yeah, so still half a second.
Yeah, a good hairpin could get him Psycho at least. He needs like an extra 10th.
Yeah. What he needs to do is not use and now use his battery on the exit. and take a very tight line into the first corner, last corner, sorry.
I did not see if he still got him there. I think 6th is still behind.
Just rewatching the stream.
Yeah, it's still behind. I'm watching the
Yeah.
tool. He did improve,
Damn.
but
By
yeah.
10th and 300s.
Yeah. So, yeah, Nitro on pole is not the biggest surprise. DJ is sort of close behind, and honestly, surprisingly close.
At
Yeah.
what point do we consider moving Nitro to Elite?
It's not like he is unmatched, really. Like,
Well,
his
to
quali
be fair,
pace is
yeah.
much better than his race pace. And, like, as said, like, usually okay, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's only 2 teams, but, like, McLaren and Racing Bulls, like, all of them are on the
Yeah.
level. And even Jabostek here is only 2/10 down, so if he did not invalidate his last attempt, which was, I think,
Yeah.
a 10th up already, it may have looked different.
So in terms of podium, who do you think? Who's your money on today?
Honestly, I think, like, given that Ocean started from the back and, like, Catalina is not there, and that's, like, 2 big contenders, I feel like there could be something in it for Psycho or Fabian, maybe. I would be surprised if Nitro is, I wouldn't say bottling it again. It wasn't that bad last time, really, but, like, McLaren was super strong last weekend, so, we'll see. Like, I feel like DJ is probably the favorite to win it for me, personally.
Well, I kind of have to be a little bit biased, and obviously I'm McLaren in the Elite tier, so I'm gonna say DJ as well.
Yeah, okay.
I'll let you take the start as well.
Who readied
So
up? FFS?
formation lap starting.
Honestly, I did not see
Psycho
how
not
long
moving?
that was, but Psycho is complaining about it being too early.
Yeah, I can't lie, I totally didn't realize.
So, we have
We
a
can,
lot of medium runners. I mean, if
Yeah.
someone records, we may figure it out somehow, but yeah. It's hard to report.
If anyone watching wants to make a clip.
I don't think you
anything,
see as a spectator at all who readies up when.
Well, yeah.
I think you
It's the
used
issue
to
with-
on old games.
It used to come up on the top right, the same kind of ready up bar.
Like it's in the loading screen where you see who has loaded or not. Well, Nitro on Hearts may have been a generational fumble already.
So he's gonna need to make sure he's getting his tires up to temperature, because those
Yeah, I'm fairly
6 behind him
certain
are
he's losing
6, 1,
P1 at
2,
the start.
the 5 behind him, sorry, are gonna have
Yeah.
the opportunity to have a way better start and get that turn 1.
Yeah, I don't think he makes it through turn 1 in P1, but yeah, we'll see. Last time around, I think it did not work out super great for him neither with the mirrored strategy, but
Yeah.
I personally like to do these as well because I just prefer not going to the worst tire later. Like this, your car will feel like better and better throughout the race instead of when you pit, you just have like less grip.
Yeah. Speaking of tires though, so we've got Nitro, Deddy, and Ocean all starting on the hards. Deddy's favorable strategy is starting on softs and going to the hards lap 2. Everyone else, DJ, Jabostik, Menop, Psycho, Fabian, Tientia, Herbie, and Asuna are all on the medium tires. They're going to have the advantage of the earlier stages of the laps, but as the race goes on, grip levels are going to drop, and the hards are going to come into play. So we've got 3 people missing their grid boxes as well.
Well. Let's see what's going on here. Lights are going on. And They're out.
And they're off.
Yeah, let's look at the starts. Jabostic got a banger start apparently. DJ really messed up his start, losing a lot of ground already. Contact there in turn 1, Jabostic into P2. And DJ recovers P3 at least. Psycho looking around the outside. But Fabian on the inside here takes P4 away. And I think, was Daddy losing 2 positions? Or did somebody lose? I feel like there was someone in between there. Menup maybe?
I will give you a... DJ's lost positions and 1 position, sorry, and Menop has lost 3, Tiencha losing 3 as well.
Oh yeah, Tiencha last there. So yeah, these two,
So
the
Fabian
big...
with the most gains so far of 2 positions.
Yeah, and Nitro, honestly, I did not see that going so well for Nitro here.
I think DJ maybe tried to protect the lap, and we've got Tiencha, I believe?
Yep, Tiencha with
Yeah,
a spin.
Tiencha's...
Can't really tell whether or not it's unforced or not. But given the fact that she was last, she at least didn't get rear-ended.
She was like a second behind, I think,
Yeah.
so I don't think it was anything. I think it's just maybe going a little deep or spinning or... But yeah, I think with the start, DJ was probably more focused on defending from Jabostic, who got a really good start. So that's probably why he didn't try and make the move on Nitro there.
Yeah, Ocean already
Nitro
passed
going fast, yeah.
both the Alpines and, well, Tiencha.
So DJ goes for a move on the inside and gets past Jabostic on turn 1.
damn.
Jabostic's now facing Fabian right in his gearbox. Could be an interesting fight.
Yeah, Fabian, of course, we've seen it in the quali laps, not super confident in the chicane, but seems to have the track down pretty much everywhere else. It's also not his first rodeo around here, so we'll see what he can do with Jabostic. Jabostic is losing big time to the leaders here.
Yeah. So I'm just spectating Menop, and might be a little concerned for him, as his fuel light is already yellow.
I mean,
so I don't know what, I can't remember what the yellow one means. But
yellow
it's now
one
gone away,
means
so
there
I
is
don't
a
know.
surplus of, I think, less than 0.5 laps or so.
Okay.
Yeah. May have to
Ocean
lift
making
and
some solid
coast.
progress as well.
Bro, this was such an obnoxious era of Formula 1 games, though, when you had to swap your fuel mix every turn to play optimally. Oh my god, Psycho with the Giga Send.
So Ocean going for a move and hitting Menop. That was maybe not the best of ideas.
Yeah, someone lost
Wow.
the front wing there around Psycho, Daddy, Jabostic, maybe, Menop even.
I believe it's Jabostic.
That's...
Just spectating both the Haas, trying to figure it out.
No, it's actually Psycho. Psycho has lost his right end plate.
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe Jabostic
Sorry,
as
my
well.
bad. I think just the shadows.
Yeah, it's hard to see really.
So yeah, no, both the Haas
Yeah.
drivers still got full wings.
Yeah.
As you said, Psycho now has missing right end plate.
Yeah,
Just
and
gonna give him, I
Menop
believe, in the left-hand corners.
goes through. I'm not sure where exactly
I
that.
believe it's left. I think the
Let's see.
right helps with left and the left helps with right because it's
Okay, okay.
pushing or whatever. I can't remember it specifically. So.
Okay, Janeman
Psycho hitting
saying
the wall in the chicane.
yellow fuel it just means that you are in the minus in general. When you're in the minus at the last, when you are less than 1 lap of fuel in the tank, it gets red.
So Nitro is really trying to stay ahead. He's used nearly all of his battery. He's now back up to about 10%, and even then, that's, you know, once you go below 15%, the engine mode kind of changes, and you have, I think it's about 100 less, 200 less horsepower or something.
No, that's too much. That's like 20%
No,
of the
maybe not.
entire car. I don't even think the ERS gives you much more than 100. Psycho is pitting for a new wing also. Jabostic had a little scent on Fabian, but Fabian did a great little switchback maneuver to go back ahead.
I can't remember the whole thing, but when you go below, I think it's 15%, you do lose like a relative amount of power.
Yeah. You lose some, but you recover more.
Mm-hmm.
That's like sort of the deal, I guess.
Yeah. And so Psycho, the first one with a 3-second warning for track limits there.
And Jabostic with a little bit of a scent on Fabian again. But honestly a fine one. I think Fabian is going to come back with a move here. He already... Oh, Herbie with a DNF.
So that's going to bring out the first safety car of the session. Hopefully the last.
First safety car of the Challenger too, even, I think. I don't think we've had safety car in Challenger yet. That's unfortunate for Fabian. He was just about to send a move around Jabostic, but... So, who's pitting? Fabian is coming in.
Lap 4, I don't know if that's maybe too early.
If
everyone else stays out.
A stretch. I mean, everybody behind kind of got the memo and is like, oh yeah, sure, we try this as well. Jens staying out.
Coming in.
I mean, Herbie, I can only see Herbie stat again, but his mediums were on 28% at the time of his demise.
Yeah, so anything above 25%, you're going to start losing the grip. And with a very, I'd say maybe aggressive track on the tires, that's going to just get worse. And then if you're in dirty air, low grip, you're just going to lose the car. Especially in the section that it happened, takes a lot of control in there. So Jimsky's saying staying out's not good. So we could see a shake-up of the front.
Tires die here about restart. 2/10 a lap, so like 3/10 on 35%.
Yeah.
So they will
we have
be
the first
like 1.5
safety car restart.
Okay.
From Nitro. As you said, yeah, first Challenger tier safety car.
I mean, Nitro has been sort of on top of Challenger tier before, and I think it's not his first rodeo with the safety car restart neither.
No, it's definitely not.
So
after a while though, it can be a bit daunting if you've not done it in so long. But
I've been saying Sector 2 is my least favorite part of any track this season, and I have died to prove it. Honestly, I kinda, like, as I said before, I kinda hate this chicane, but it just feels like it doesn't belong in like, this is such an atypical turn.
There are so many other ways that you can make that corner. Like, they have so much space around.
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously the overpass and stuff there, but even if, instead of that little, like, chicane part, if you come out of that big, long right-hander,
you could just round it out.
Straight across.
Yeah.
You can just go straight across.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need the chicane.
Yeah, I think it's like just to add a little bit of artificial technical bits of the track. Like, which is like, yeah, okay, cool. It makes it more technical. Fair, it makes it harder, but does it make it better?
They've got so much space in and around turn 1 that they could even change the entire way that turn 1 happens. Like, they could make it go left and then double back on itself as well. That could give you some technicality in the track.
I mean, turn 1 is like super fine, I feel. Like, that's like a flowing...
That they can... There is space.
It's built in a parking lot, ultimately. Like, they can just do the track how they want, sort of.
Exactly.
Like, they kind of don't... They can't go through the pillars, I guess, of the intersection there, or like the... yeah, highway, but like, other than that, they just go wherever.
There's so many other ways they could have done this. I think the original track layout was maybe a little bit better.
I don't think I've ever seen the original track layout. I only know this one.
I think it was going to be in a different location as well.
Oh yeah, that might be.
I think it was going to go across a bridge.
Do you mean like the one in where they were in the actual city? Like by the river?
Maybe. I think so, maybe.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. Well, regardless, we're having a safety car restart.
Yeah. So they can now overtake as soon as they get past that start-finish line.
Yep. Yeah, Jimsky's saying the chicane is better than before, not as tight as it used to be. Yeah, but still, like, it fucking sucks. Like, I don't know.
So,
I can relate to Herbie saying that, because, like, that's my... Probably, apart from the entire circuit of Monaco, and maybe the castle section, but that, like, kinda has style. But, like,
I like Monaco.
Nah, bro.
I don't think we should ever do it in the league again. Like, this is just a bad idea.
Dude, we've watched...
But I do like doing it.
Matty up and I did watch DTM today, and they are, like... They were driving at the Norris Ring, which is, like, a 35-second long track, and when you pit, you get lapped pretty much. And it's just pure chaos. It's like the baby park of racetracks.
Yeah,
I feel like F1 should race there. That would be content.
So I think Psycho definitely is using the advantage here, trying to get as much positions as possible. Very cool helmet design as well from Psycho. It's something that I know not a lot of people really care about in these games. I'm one that does. I change my helmet every week.
Oh, okay.
I have like an ongoing thing with my girlfriend. She'll pick the colors, I'll make the helmet.
Oh my god, DJ into the wall, lost his front wing. I was just about to say, well, DJ kind of matched it to the McLaren as well. I am not entirely sure where that was a safe re-entry, but, well, Ocean is now up to P4 already.
Yeah, I've just seen it on the stream there, as it's got a slight delay.
I mean, I guess DJ kind of, like, still got away very well, because he just lost his front wing right in front of the pits, and it's just about where you could probably comfortably pit for hards anyways. But it's still gonna lose him like 10 seconds or 15 even.
Yeah, it's essentially like I'm Karun and I have the replays here, because I'm seeing them on the stream obviously after we are seeing them in the game.
Yeah.
And watching the spin from DJ there, and I guess the rejoin, I think he technically does not go onto the racing line.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
It is a little bit sketchy, but I think, you know...
I mean, he executed it well enough, I guess. Like,
yeah, definitely.
If he does, like, any wrong there, he's, like, causing a pile-up. But, yeah, he spins the car pretty much in place.
Yeah.
And I guess that's okay. Fabian has gotten the first one back after his pitting. So even if he was to pit again, I think this is already worth it to pit under safety car, or has been worth it.
Yeah, so drivers still left to stop in this race are Nitro, Jabostic, Ocean, Deddy, and Tiencha. Everyone else has done a one stop so far. I'm not 100% convinced they can make it to the end, even if they're on hards.
They probably can.
DJ might be able to, as he's one lap old on the hards. Everyone else, especially Deddy,
I mean,
obviously Deddy still needs to pit, but him, Ocean, and Nitro are all on 8 laps.
It's been 3 laps under safety car, though, right? Surely, like, the tire wear is not that horrible then, no? Like, they may not come over the line fast.
It all depends on what they've put their tires through. Obviously, Tiencha's probably going to have a lot more wear than Jabostic, just because Tiencha's had some spins and snaps. And, you know, we've seen quite a few.
Tire wear is bad. Okay, yeah, fair.
we've seen quite a few things that could add to the graining and the degradation of the mediums for Tientia. So I'd say Jabostic probably has slightly better, but it's probably going to be marginal as well. Just
Jabostic into the pits.
Jabostic
Fabian
following
passed
really close.
Ocean here.
Yeah. So Fabian, if he can stay out for the rest of this, and Tientia with a 10-second penalty for speeding.
That's pain.
Yeah.
And 50%.
So yeah, if Fabian can stay in for the rest of this race, the Racing Bulls are gonna have to go through traffic to get back to the front anyway.
Yeah.
So if he can hold it off, this could be Fabian's.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to like keep up the pace to an extent at least. Dimsky's saying in 50% you can do 9 laps of medium and then tires are dead. So Jabostic going rather far with his set here, making it to 9 laps as well. But I guess like again, 3 laps of safety car.
But the problem is, how do we?
Ocean is doing a lot of work for Nitro there with the blocking.
So yeah, Deddy still needs to come in, and he's got Psycho 3/10 behind him. So the issue there is when Deddy pits, he is going to lose a fair amount of positions. Could possibly come out at the back. To be fair, everyone's going to get points as long as they finish the race.
Yep.
Which is, I guess, good to not maybe take too much of a gamble. But,
yeah, but
you know,
like double the points is double the points between P9 and P10.
Exactly. You're always going to want to try and get as much of the points as you can. So it's... Yeah, and then that's Psycho now with 6 seconds worth of penalties, pushing him. If the race finishes like this, he will be P7. So he'll only lose 1 position so far, which is not bad at all, but it's also not that great either.
Fabian might stay ahead of Ocean here, which would be great for him.
I mean, Ocean's fighting on 10-lap-old hards.
Yeah, but I think Ocean and Nitro have the most top speed setup.
Yeah.
So like you can really see how much they gain on the straight, and usually Ocean was just getting Fabian back and then holding him off for that middle sector.
Yeah. So Ocean using all of the battery in the back straight there as well. So he's now got that loss of power we were talking about earlier. Make it a little bit
Daddy in the
harder.
pits. And so is Nitro.
Yeah. So yeah, there I can see Ocean coming in end of this lap.
Yeah, they
So
were
we've got 8
too
laps
close
left.
to double stack anyways, and Ocean is now really losing against Fabian.
Yeah, so what we need from Fabian is he needs to make these... Oh, and Ocean now with a 3-second penalty as well. So we need Fabian to keep these tyres from getting too much damage. And honestly,
DJ
just try and pull these next 8 laps.
DJ
with another front
wing
exchange
has found the wall seemingly again. So that's my race winner prediction down the drain.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god, Fabian is drifting. He may just have to
Yeah.
pit as well, like, if that's what we're looking
Yeah.
at. If it was a mistake,
I mean,
fair,
yeah.
but
The thing is if Fabian still has an extra set of mediums, he could come in ahead of Ocean here, and then essentially
of Ocean,
the top
yeah.
3 are still fighting.
Well, he's
Like,
gonna
so the
lose
top 3 would
against
still be-
Nitro. It's like really a question of whether or not you want to
Yeah.
try and go to the end.
So he's staying out, and Ocean.
Ocean's coming in, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a penalty might be coming towards Ocean there.
Or cutting.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Fabian should box now. Jimsky's saying. Ferrari strategy in the chat. I mean,
obviously,
it's
I'm not gonna
7
go out my way to
laps
find it
though,
and report
right?
it.
7 laps and it's like 14 seconds. Does Nitro really gain 2 laps, 2 seconds per lap?
He's on fresh mediums though, so maybe.
Yeah, but
He
he's
could
also in
pull-
traffic. Okay, I mean, Asuna is not having the best line here. I think that's gonna be easy work.
So yeah, Fabian's gonna really start to struggle in the next couple of laps. I can see him having maybe 2 or 3 laps and then the tires just completely falling off.
Let's see.
Is there anything on the tool about tire percentages?
No, it's
Fabian?
only when you have shared telemetry on yourself, and the only one having that option is Herbie, and Herbie is DNF'd. I mean, but he was only like on... he was on 28% in lap 3, so yeah, I guess 10% per lap on the medium is a conservative guess. Though Herbie likes drifting a lot as well, so might be less.
Yeah. Nitro with the fastest lap, 130.6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I'd say relatively good. Only one closest to that is Jabostic with a 31.0. So almost half a second faster for Nitro there. He is on relatively new tires, so it's good.
Oh wait, I see Jabostic is driving no assists as
And
well.
then DJ is now just taking that from.
I'm just taking looks into the pool, tool. And it's like crazy the amount of stats we get there. But basically,
Yeah.
I need to wait for updates on lap times still, because last completed lap by Nitro is apparently still his pit lap in there.
One second. So we got one. So yeah, looks like Chalet will be finished around about on the hour.
1.5 minutes times 5 is probably 7.5 minutes. Yeah, I guess so.
It's like 6.5 minutes or something. I just did the math now. Which means I can probably stay.
Yeah, I mean, leave whenever you want.
Yeah, as soon as it gets to what will be 7 PM for me, 8 for you, I will need to go quickly do my. It sounds stupid, but I have some things I do before every race.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so
just get me in the mood and stuff. So.
Pace for Nitro is currently 130.5 per lap. Fabian is driving 32.6. So it would indicate a roughly a 10 second gain in the remaining laps, or rather a 8-second gain from here on out, because the lap is like already almost over.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close. I feel like it's possible, but it's gonna be very hard.
The thing that could be happening here is Menop is also on the same amount of laps of tires as Fabian. Nitro is gaining, but he's also not gaining. So it could be when he gets to Menop might have a little bit of less grip and cause some problems for Nitro getting past.
Last lap by Nitro was also a 32.2, so only 0.4 quicker than Fabian.
Yeah, and he's fluctuating between 1.9 to 2.1 behind Menop. So
To be fair, he's
I'm
only
not-
set free for like half a lap. I do think he's gonna catch Manop rather quickly. But he may like take another lap or so. The question is,
Yeah.
how hard are the hards dropping off in comparison? Because I feel like mediums, if we trust the Herbie scale at least, take about 8% per lap, so they will be approaching the 40s right around now. But then the hards are probably like well within the 60s now at this point.
Yeah. So end of sector 2, Menop was only about 4/10 down in his last lap, I believe. Or I don't know, is that his fastest lap?
He's about 6/10 down of his PB.
Yeah,
The
so-
entire lap was like a second down of his PB. 33 flat, whereas Nitro's driving 31.5. Fabian drove a 32.7. So it's still like 1.8 seconds that Nitro has gained on Fabian. But it's getting a little bit less.
Yeah.
He's probably
fair,
gonna
with-
make a move
as
here
low-
though, right? DRS long straight should be easy enough.
Most likely, yeah. I don't think he'll catch him here. Maybe the last DRS straight. I think he'll get relatively close, but not get him on this one.
Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, I felt like towards the end these guys gained so much on these straights, but
Yeah.
was not enough here. Oh, Jabostic and Psycho battling here. Jabostic with a really good session overall here, good qualifying, and now back to P4. A little bit of alternate strategy as well. He may even be threatening Menop at this point, because he doesn't need to overtake him, of course.
Menop is burning every ounce of battery he has. And I think Nitro is gonna... Okay, he's gonna hold off on the move here, so he might get him into turn 1.
Yes, barely any
And most
ERS.
yeah, he's gonna get him into turn 1. Both of them are 0 battery, so no one can really push. So Nitro going for the move, makes it. So he's
Okay.
staying, yeah, so keeping position there.
Clean enough. Just about 3 laps now, and well, last lap was a 33.2 for, no, was a 32 flat, so it's a second per lap quicker. If we would say that the DRS and overtaking thing did not hold off Nitro too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jabostic is gaining relatively quick as well.
Jabostix is already net P3. Menop has a 3-second time penalty. As long as
Yeah,
Jabostic
so as long
doesn't
as he
bottle
can-
it.
yeah.
And I mean, even Nitro, no, Ocean has a 3-second penalty, so shouldn't be too worried about being overtaken by the
Yeah.
quicker Racing Bull.
So, yeah, as you were saying about more or less 2 laps now for Fabian as he's come to the end of
Yeah.
this one. A 5.7 gap is doable. It would be really close at the end, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro pretty
not
much,
ruling it
apart
out.
from turn 1, right? He drove a lap in free air, right? So,
Yeah, more or less.
and he drove
Yeah,
a
and he's also got some
32.5
free air
now, and Fabian drove a 32.6. And he's been around
Yeah, so
that
they're kind of-
32 mid-pace for the entirety of, like, the last 5 laps or so. So it does not really look
Yeah.
like his tires are dropping.
Just managing, I guess.
Yeah, it seems so, yeah.
I will say, as little grip as I know this track has, as annoying as it is to drive, the amount of times I've seen everyone spin in any of the practice sessions we've been doing, to only have one DNF and a couple other incidents where some drivers have maybe hit the wall or anything. It's relatively good to see very little incidents as well. If we went back a couple of seasons in older Challenger tier, we had the safety car guaranteed at least once a race. So
Yeah.
the skill level is definitely coming up.
Is the group the same as Mexico? I'm not entirely sure. I think I've read, at least in the Discord, that people were saying at least it's not as bad as in Mexico, but still pretty bad.
I think it's relatively on par in like the grand scheme of like if you just put all the tracks into like like a very niche category of like this and this.
Jabostic here, side by side. Wars contact. They're really fighting for their lives right now. In the meantime,
sorry, what do you go?
Yeah, Jabostic. Oh, that's a deep send there, and is gonna lose him track position at least. Oh my god! Manup lost his car there, and he's out of the equation. I mean, it's a last lap, right? The only way Nitro's catching Fabian is Fabian gets a puncture. But if we look at pace, Fabian drove a 32.79 and Nitro drove a 32.75. So at this point he's not even a 10th quicker per lap.
Yeah. I am going to get Fabian's stream up and see if he's got his face cam on.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, you can look at Tire Life probably as well if he has doing.
Okay, yeah, he has his. He's on 26 top left, 35 top right, 40 and 47. So he's
chilling.
He's done well, but they are high wear on the rears. Nearly.
Yeah, but 40 is nothing, no?
No, but nearly 50% on the right rear. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that is honestly out of nowhere. Fabian just backs the win here. I mean, I've said it in the beginning. It's the chance for people like Fabian or, well, I was saying Psycho, but Psycho did not really shine today. Fabian sure did.
Really happy. He is really happy.
Yeah. And Jabostic with a really, really good race here as well in P3 for the Haas. But yeah, Fabian pretty much, I don't know, it was just a very controlled drive to get that win here.
Honestly, really good drive from Fabian there. Really, really good drive from Fabian.
Yeah, and well, last man on track is probably the biggest L of the evening. Unfortunate for him here. EJ with the 2 crashes and requiring 2 front wing changes, far behind everybody else.
Leave.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, thank you for being here, and well, see you on track in a couple of minutes.
No worries at all.
So yeah, that's been Challenger tier. Let's see if we can actually look at the results again. Yeah, Fabian does own a phone. He's showing us. Yeah, cool phone. And well, he's standing on the top of that podium. I mean, at least they're not making us like watch the. Like them having the football helmets on and everything, like custom podium celebrations would be wild, honestly. But yeah, Fabian, most overtakes, race winner, and Ocean here with drive of the day and fastest lap. Everybody, oh no, that's not the team they're driving for, that's the team they support, right? I was like, bro, everybody's driving for McLaren, but none of these guys actually are. Well. Yeah, GG's to Fabian win. Here is the standings. And, fuck. I just rolled over one of my toes with my office chair. Well, we'll be right back.